This is our MES, or work instruction, our production order dashboard. That's what an operator would see. So first thing he's going to do is select a valve to work on. He's going to start that valve. He's going to try to complete that valve before it is actually complete. He's going to get yelled at saying you haven't completed your operations. So the first thing I'll do then before I get going is look at my environment. So this is an example of connecting to some Internet of Things sensors on the corner over there. We've got temperature sensors and humidity and lighting type sensors. So this will show you how your factory floor is running. Come on in, gentlemen. We'll get you scanned in. We're doing a little video here for Zimmer, but we'll scan you in afterwards. We'll keep this going. This is our manufacturing execution system on the shop floor that's integrated with ERP. So this is an example of Internet of Things integrated on your manufacturing floor. Let's say one of those sensors was out of range. We can change our resource state to red. So that'll mean that it did more than just change the light from green to red. Yeah, you can make a light change or press. This actually locks the station. So the production operator cannot use the station now. It's shut down. It can go to red because the equipment's out of calibration. It can go to red due to the environment. It can go to red due to planned maintenance, unplanned maintenance. Bottom line is the operator is locked out right now. Put the status back to green. So we can continue on here. First thing that an operator is going to do, check his environment. He's going to view his work instructions. So this is an integration. So after your engineering team behind me here design your bill of material, design your product, it will then show this on your shop floor for an operator to actually build this. We decided to show a CAD drawing inside here. You can also have your work instructions be an old-fashioned PDF Word document. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. This is where industry's going. You want your have complete ability to see what's going on. You want that operator to be able to visualize what he's building. So I can keep drilling down. I can move that. So this gives the operator complete. Now what we're building over there is that valve on top of that shiny entity right there. So this is my complete work instruction. As mentioned, we could have a Word document there. We do have some of the detailed what are we building there. So basically, what we're going to do then is step through a video, or a play. This is what's going to the operator. This is a sequence where an operator would actually have to build that. So instead of the 5 pages of Word documents, it's this. We're going to just run this in sequence. Within this, you're going to see a torque wrench show up, where an operator he's got to screw down what he's building there, and we're going to simulate an actual torque wrench and grab that data. SAP can connect to torque wrenches and collect that data, can connect to PLCs, Kepware, any type of a SCADA system, any equipment automation on your shop floor. SAP will connect to that, grab that data, and pull it into the MES. Okay, we're doing a lot of that. Robot as well. So let's start this. Here's my work instruction. I put my screw in there. The operator better torque that in there or my valve's going to fall apart. I collected some torque. I put a washer in there. I'm just going to put the electronics inside there. I'm going to torque it down again. Put the canister on the top. Spin my top on. Put my screws in. And also what you're going to see at the next station is we'll have a visual inspection, an automated visual inspection. So if there's anything missing, if there's a screw missing, or if this canister is not put together correctly, the visual system will automatically retract this part versus a person looking at it. That's the next station. So there's our work instructions. The operator did his job. Now let's get the glove working here. Let's close out. First things it'll do, I want to just prove that it did collect the torque. If I didn't do the torque, if the operator didn't do that, I couldn't complete this either. Do you want your canister going out without it tightened down? No, of course not. So it forces that to have happened. Let's assemble our part. You saw in there that maybe there's some washers going into the system, or maybe that main electronic assembly. This is gonna, now we need to tell the system what we consume. Let's say we've got different sizes of washers or different types of washers. We want to put the correct washer in this valve. So first of all, we've got a scanning system over there for the glove. so the operator can keep building, but be able to do smart scans very easily. Let's scan a wrong part first, just to see. Let's put a valve in there that's not the correct valve and see what happens. Didn't accept that. Okay, so right there on your shop floor, it will not allow the operator to put the wrong part onto the system. So if you're going to build a wrong, so all of a sudden find out later your canister, your valves aren't working. So now let's put the right washer or the right component inside there. No, I should say it accepted that. Okay? So now at the end of the day, I've done my work instructions, I've collected my torque, I've consumed my components. Now let's go view. What did I just do? So this is core MES here. This is what it's all about. Where you don't have a piece of paper moving on your shop floor where you're writing down on the Traveler. You're collecting all this electronically, and you'll be able to see what happened. This is a sequence of operations. Here's my torque that I collected. That's also stored in a complete database where you can pull that data up and review it. It's also set to analytics where you want to review. Maybe you want to compare the torque to some of your sensor type data. So on days where it was darker in there, the operator didn't torque correctly or whatever. You can do that in analytics, comparing your torque or whatever information you collect to any other data that's collected. The most really important part of this, it controls that inventory ID that he scanned. Let's say if we find out later that those washers are on a recall, our supplier calls and says, hey, we sent you some washers, we thought they were good. Turned out we built them of the wrong material, even though it passed receiving inspection, it came in. So we can go back and put that inventory ID in and go recall every canister that we put them in, like that. We don't have to sift through paper, we don't have to sift through turkey boxes full of paper. We can automatically see and recall those devices that are potentially at risk. This is the core MES here. This is what MES is all about, the device history record. So basically we're done here now. So what we're going to do now, I'll hit complete, and this operator is done. And what we got now is an interface to the robot itself, where the robot will pick up our valve, move to the next station, the next operator to do that visual inspection on the automated camera. Okay, the robot's doing, it's on a loop, it doesn't show every 5 minutes, just to see, the robot's moving. But as soon as it's done doing that, I'll hit the complete button and move our valve to the next operation. Fully integrated, so what will happen is just go off our list. The robot's moving, picked it up, it's blue. It'll drop to that next proximity sensor, back to yellow, back to green state of being done. Let me scan you guys into some